Just kidding. I am Tony, your humble host, doing LSAT prep, ready for the August LSAT, using LSAT Max's prep test. And today is the big diagnostic test reveal. Like, what did I get? The score. What did I get? Well, I did a bad thing. I'm lying here. This is not the score I got. This is the score that I got for half of the test because there was some kind of glitch that threw it out of the 15-minute break. I think this is the same thing that happened last week. I don't know what's going on, but I'll try to get to the bottom of it. Yeah, long story short, I did half of the test, went into break time, and fortunately this time I was sitting there watching the computer, and something happened. I don't know what, but it glitched and went directly to the next section or whatever, and I just had to stop because I needed my break. So timed myself, came back to the other part of the test. Anyhow, so if you are new, welcome and thank you for watching. This whole series of videos is a daily series of videos where I am not in the shot here, where I am going through my process of preparing for the LSAT, the August LSAT here in 2021, using LSAT Max's prep course. I have the course itself, and I have a few hours of tutoring, which I've used, which have been somewhat helpful. Actually, probably very helpful. I'm just going to change how I use those hours going forward from here. And so you may remember yesterday I mentioned that I was wondering how caffeine might affect me, because I drink decaf coffee so that I don't become addicted to caffeine and have to, have caffeine headache every morning if I don't have coffee and all that. So I had a piece of cake the other day, that really just rich chocolate cake that had, just lots of caffeine in it. And I found myself perkier, I was a little perkier and more lively in conversation with the people at the party. And so, sorry, a lot of political things just went through my mind because I said party, and I was thinking, no, it wasn't political, or it wasn't socially distanced because it was family. Anyway, whatever. I found myself lively at the party, and I thought, well, I wonder if I drank coffee before I took my LSAT, what the effect would be. Because I felt a little more, quick and with it. And I've noticed that before, because I'm not like the person who forces everyone to be like, cater to me. So if I go somewhere and there's regular coffee, I'll drink it, no big deal. So let's see, what shall I do now? I want to show you the test results. They're not all that great. I mean, they're a little better. So here we are. 157 was the score. And the caveat is that I had seen 17% of the questions already, according to LSAT Max. So I had been studying, and some of the questions that were presented to me on the test, I'm going to guess, well, it says 17, so that seems a little high. It might be one of the games that I had seen before. But anyway, I mean, I didn't do very good on logic games or logical reasoning. All of my gains were in logical reasoning. I'm sorry, logical reasoning and reading comprehension. I didn't do well. Let me just pull this down so you can see. So here's my results: 92% on logical reasoning 1, 80% on logical reasoning 2, 48 on games, and 48 on reading comprehension. Makes little sense because I've been spending all of my time on logical reasoning. And I did, spend a half the day yesterday on logical games, no time on reading comprehension. So it's okay. I'm going to stay there and keep these gains, and just slowly start building this. Now, my tutor encouraged me to go with logic games, so I will start focusing a little more attention on that. But it's like the whole, the picture of the guy with lots of plates spinning, you got these three sections that or three types of questions that you need to be prepared for. And among them, there are multiplicity of different categories of those types of questions. So it's just a matter of mastering them all. And it's my kind of test because I'm not the big information dump guy. I don't like real information dump tests. I know the bar is probably going to be like that, and I will do my greatest effort to be able to do that. But this is my kind of test where it's concepts. I like concepts better than information. I do appreciate information. I just don't want to be the one to have to you know soak it all up and puke it back out exactly as it was stated to me. So today, well, let me just say one more thing. So when I was doing the test, just to show you what happened, you can see here. I'm going to slide myself aside. You can see here that I had to go through. This is my second session. Let me look back here and go to the first session. Review previous sessions. Well, I wonder if I thought I could just review the sessions here. How come it's not giving me an option? Because there were two different shots at this. Oh, this is great. This is going to be really tough on my review. I guess I'm only doing one logical reasoning review. So anyway, what I did is before I was able to, I think I know what happened here. Maybe I was able to see those results from within the sections. No, they're gone. So before I started the next section, or maybe right after I finished the test, I was able to review previous sessions. It gave me, when I clicked here, it gave me the option, select session, here we go. Okay, so we're now looking at session 9, and then we go to session 8 here, and you can see here's my results on those two parts, and then there's no results for the last part of the test because that is where the break happens. And what in the world? Oh, it's showing me 70% of what I actually guessed on. Okay, so this is how I got my score. I came in here and I counted up how many I got right, how many I got wrong, and then I transferred that into a percentage. And I also used the conversion chart once I did it. So to slow it down, after finishing the test, I came in here, I got my percentages and number of correct and incorrect answers on each section. So I didn't just use these numbers. I had to go through here and count all this manually. And then I took and I totaled up the number of questions that I got right on these two sections. Basically, I just transferred that information over here to my spreadsheet, but I had to write down the number of questions I got correct on each section. So I came in, I wrote down how many questions I got right on logical reasoning 1, how many I got right on logic games out of however many there were. So on this one, it was out of 25 questions, I think I got 23 or 2 right, and then on logic games, a lot worse. So then I transferred that number onto a piece of paper, and then the percentage over to my chart here, my sheet here. And once I did that for the other session as well, came back here to session 9, and on this one you can see I guessed on the first part of the test. I guessed my standard answer, my standard option choice for guessing is B. So I guessed B on the first part of the test just to get myself back to where I needed to be, skipped the break and started right on time at about 15 minutes and took the second part of the test, the last 2 sections. And once I was done with all that, I got the number of correct and incorrect answers and the percentages, transferred the percentages here, and then the correct versus incorrect answers, I totaled that up out of 99, and I used the conversion chart that is handy from right here, and I believe I had a 67, yeah, right, so 157. So that was my score, 157. So I'm really happy with that on my plan here. That puts me 3 weeks ahead of my plan. However, I have kind of been, 3 weeks and then a jump, 3 weeks and then a jump so far. So I'm not going to take too much comfort in the fact that I got that I had that 6 point jump. It was a really good day. I felt good. I had the caffeine in me, and I did really feel. I really felt sharp, and I felt very much more adept at being able to just go, make decisions and go. I just felt a lot better about being able to do that. More confident, I guess, when I had drank the coffee. So I also was able to make it all the way through the logical reasoning sections. I literally was able to actually make an attempt at every single question. Very first time I've ever been able to do that. And so that was a huge leap forward for me. So that is my big reveal for what I got on the test. My practice test for July 1st, 157. So we're tracking along. I'm happy with progress in the positive. That is, helping me to feel confident about LSAT Max's ability for me to improve my score. At this point, we're at a 16-point increase. If that can stick, that's really, that's not where I want to be, but that's still a really good increase. So that is what I did yesterday. What I'll do today is review the test. There should be actually not a lot of review, because the reading comprehension is just kind of like, not as in depth as the logical reasoning and the logic games. My main trouble with that is I just really, I don't think that I am naturally talented at the games. I'm just not the I don't know. I do well at regular games. I'm able to put the rules together and all that. But I think these are just a special type of game, or special types of games that test your ability to make inferences. And my ability to make inferences is definitely lacking at this point. And so I need to really step my game up on that, making inferences from the rules. I think that's really my biggest problem. I recognize usually which kind of game it is. I'm usually setting them up in the right way, getting the right base. If it's a multilinear game, choosing the right thing for the base and all that. But I could definitely use a lot of help in the area of inferences. So thanks for watching. Really appreciate your viewership. Thank you for your comments, your likes. Please continue to watch and continue to write your comments so that I can just interact with you. I know that Ed has been nice enough to send me a comment, and we talked about his date, and good luck with that, by the way. He's going to be testing on his schedule. I don't want to reveal all his personal details. I think they might be in the chat, but I want to be respectful. So appreciate you, Ed, and appreciate Julio for watching. And as I say, hopefully this is helpful for you. It is definitely helpful for me, and hopefully it's helpful for others in the future. And have a great day. Rest the LSAT. We'll see you tomorrow.